think that we need to reduce the size of our government. We need to reduce taxes, especially the carbon tax. I believe we should eliminate indoctrination in schools, including the SOGI program.
So, excuse me, could you tell me why we need a different government in Victoria?
Certainly, because the current one has failed big time.
In what way?
Well, they recently passed a Bill 36, a healthcare bill, which is devastating to our healthcare. I won't go into the specifics, but for anyone watching, they can check that one out.
We need a new government in Victoria, one that cares about people, that isn't promoting socialism, one that isn't using our tax dollars to fund drug abuse and substance abuse and homelessness in our streets. We need real solutions to these problems, and the current government doesn't have any.
Because the current one that we have, which is the BC NDP, are basically ruining this province financially, morally, ethically, with the harmful bills they've been passing recently, like Bill 36, affecting our health care, and they're passing some housing bills that is going to tell municipalities how they can build in their towns and cities to create high density. Lots of corruption going on. It's time to end it.
Yes, our current government has failed us in the last 3 years. They have failed to represent the average citizen. They have lied to us. They simply need to go. We cannot trust them.
Because we need a better system in our world, in Canada right now. Everything has gone to pot.
Why do we need a new government in Victoria? There are many reasons, but let me just give you two. The first one is that they are not serving and engaging the citizens of this province in the decisions that they're making regarding public policy. They recently passed legislation like the Health Professions and Occupations Act that is destroying healthcare with doctors leaving the province. They also passed legislation that interferes in municipal decision-making in land use, where public hearings are no longer required in some land use decisions. And in addition to that, they are totally mismanaging and are not exercising proper stewardship of our public resources. In May of 2023, the provincial auditor audited the Department of Housing, which was under the auspices of David Eby, and found that they had wasted $57 million of taxpayers' money. That's our money. And now the province most recently is proposing a budget to increase our provincial debt from $100 billion, that's with a B, up to $165 billion, an increase of 65% in our budget, and the amount of money that we owe over the next 2 or 3 years is simply unsustainable. That government needs to go, and we need to elect good people.
Why do we need a new government in Victoria? This current NDP government does not listen to and is not for the people of British Columbia. Instead, this NDP government has been completely captured by unelected foreign international non-government organizations such as the United Nations and the World Health Organization, both who have their own agenda that do not bode well for British Columbians at all. In fact, this NDP government, with the help of the BC United, formerly Liberal Party of BC, have already passed several bills into law that completely align with these unelected international organizations. These laws are very unhealthy and detrimental to all British Columbians as well as future generations. The time is right for a new government in Victoria, one that is open to healthy debate, differing views, and that will put the restrictive ideology of mandatory towing the party line out on its ear. British Columbians desperately need a new government in Victoria, one that is for the people, by the people, that puts the people first and foremost.
About good government. What does that mean to you and those you want to vote for you?
I believe the key issue is going to be the lack of accountability by the people who are currently in office. Those of us who have tried contacting the various leaders have basically met with silence. I believe that maintaining a balanced budget is going to be critical to make the workings of our government system work better. And then finally, those who are working within that bureaucracy will be accountable to us and also to the voters.